So one part of Act 4 that we mustn't pass over too quickly is the description of the Duke's hunting dogs. They're not a big part of the plot. It's the Duke that discovers the young lovers who have fallen asleep and wakes them up permanently to reality. The night is over, so they won't go back to sleep. And Puck and Oberon have finally got their magic worked out so that the couples go together. Demetrius loves Helena, and Lysander is freed from magic, so he loves Hermie again. So they've been straightened out, and the Duke finds them in the forest and wakes them up. But why was he out there in the forest? Well, he decided to get up early and go hunting. And if you're going to go hunting, and you're a very rich man, then you have a pack of dogs, hounds, that smell the prey and chase after it. And he takes a page or so, a couple dozen lines to discuss with his wife the wonderful sound that his dogs make, which he keeps calling music. Now, this is not normal. You don't ordinarily think of the barking of a dog as musical. It seems to be the opposite of music. It's just noise. But Theseus, as if he were a good poet, has arranged things, or a great playwright and producer of plays has arranged things so that even these sounds make a great music. He says at the top of the page, "We will, fair queen." So we will means we. This is what we're going to do. He's fair queen. He's talking to his future wife Hippolyta. "We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction." So the great joy he takes in hunting is to hear his dogs running after their prey and barking. And to skip down to his next speech, line 118, his wife has just praised the Spartan sort of dog as especially good for hunting and making music. And he says, "My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind. That's the kind of dogs I've got. So flued, so sanded, and their heads hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew, crook-kneed and dew-lapped like the Thessalian bulls, slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells, each under each." So there are a lot of unfamiliar words, and we don't have to look them up in some way. The poetry comes from the very definiteness of the words, even if they're unfamiliar. We get the flavor of it, even if we don't know immediately what they mean. You can look at the footnotes if you want to know. But he's put together these dogs in the way that a director of plays puts together a production and a cast. So chosen the people to play to have good results. So they're matched, each under each. So from high to low, they're matched like a set of bells that you would ring to play a tune. "A cry more tunable was never hollowed to, nor cheered with thorn in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear." So there was never anything more tunable, more in tune like music. And he names other Greek cities and places. Nobody has a pack of dogs like mine. I've carefully arranged them so that their individual ugly sounds all harmonize with one another. And I think we can make the leap to saying that as Theseus is acting like a producer of plays here, he's in some way describing the poetry of this play itself. That all the parts are in some way discordant. It's a lot of running around and barking. The people in it are all ridiculous and low, as though they were dogs. But the combination is a great success and a kind of music. So when we evaluate it, we shouldn't expect a clean and clear story, but to balance the parts and to hope to be able to hear music in something that isn't naturally musical, in the same way that Theseus and Hippolyta can hear music in these dogs. So it'd be worthwhile reading Hippolyta's beautiful speech at line 111. I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding. For besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seem all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder. So, mythical heroes of Greek religion, Hercules and Cadmus. They're real to Hippolyta because she's of that class of beings. She was in Crete, one of the islands in the Greek area, and under their influence. So they bayed the bear, they chased a bear, they were hunting. And she sums up perhaps the essence of artistry in this play in line 117, that it's musical discord. So those are perfect opposites. Like Bottom's dream, it was a perfect combination of opposites. Such sweet thunder. Two things that don't go together. But the combination of opposites, that's one way to understand what poetry is.